So guys, we're at Glen Haven, Michigan, and we're at a forging place, and he's making a fire picker, and it's actually cool how the design he's doing, and it has to be at about 2,000 degrees in order to work. Guys, let's go check the blacksmith out and see what it's about. This blacksmith is located in Sleeping Bears National Park, and this bellow makes the fire really hot. After the metal is heated, you can pound it into any shape you want. So how many degrees is it to actually bend the metal?
You want your steel somewhere in a blacksmith shop around 2,000 degrees. That's when it's got this kind of nice red going into an orange color, dull orange. And that's when it's soft. You can really start to manipulate and shape it, bend it, do whatever you want with it.
So do you enjoy being a blacksmith?
Yes, very much. It's very creative because you look at something and part of the fun is trying to figure out how you're going to make it. You can start over here and work this way, or you can start here and work this way, or you work part way this way and come back this way. So there's all different ways of trying to make something, to create it.
Oh, so how many items have you made?
So I made hundreds. We make hooks, we make dinner bells. You can see the big dinner bells over there that we make. A lot of people get those for camps and things of that nature. We made the bike rack outside.
And what's that? Yeah.
That's the dynamite drill.
What's that used for?
What they did was they took a drill and they cut it off and they welded it, did a forge weld onto this bar. Then on this end they fashioned a loop so you could put a stick in. And what he told me they would do is they would take this, they would actually drill a hole in the ground underneath a stump and bring out all the dirt. And then once they did that, they could throw sticks of dynamite down there and blow the stump out of the ground. So we might be the only blacksmith shop in North America with a dynamite drill. But we have. So I've got something for you, young man. This machine is called a tire bender. So you put a piece of steel in it by turning a big crank on the side. You actually can bend the steel and make a circle. The reason for this was one of the things a blacksmith shop would do is they would put the steel bands or the metal bands around a wooden wheel. That was known as the tire. But what was interesting about it, the way they did it, we had this tool called a traveler. And with this, the person would bring his wooden wheel, and they could run this around the wooden wheel and count how many times it turned, and they could determine the circumference of the wheel. Then they would find a piece of steel, and they could run this along the piece of steel and cut the piece the right length for the wheel. And they would bend it in this, they'd overlap and do a weld. But what was interesting, when they're all finished making the tire, they actually would make it smaller than the wooden wheel. So the question was, how do you put it on a wooden wheel? Any ideas? Okay, one of the interesting properties with steel, when you heat it up, if you have a bar or a flat piece, it gets longer. When you cool it off, it goes right back to the same size. If your steel is in a ring or a hoop, like a wheel, if you heat it up, it grows, it gets bigger around. So they would heat it up, then they could slip it over the wooden wheel, and when they cooled it off, it locked itself to the wooden wheel. These guys had some pretty good math skills back then. So that's what this was for. And we used this more recently for the bike racks out there, making those scrolls that are on wooden sides.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Guys, this was really fascinating how you learned how you would make stuff back then without the technology that today. So guys, this is the U.S. Coast Guard station. So we found this old boat that we're gonna go check out.